Well, hello everyone and welcome to Midweek Chat. I can't believe it's Wednesday already, but I hope you've been having a wonderful week so far. This last week was a lot of fun. We actually, if you were there or if you haven't seen it yet, you can always go back on our YouTube or on our Facebook page and see last week's service. But this last week, we spent a little bit of time in some, really fun books, or at least really interesting books, I find for me. In the books of Daniel, and then we even did a little bit of Revelation. We talked about this apocalyptic literature and what it means and what it meant to the people there. And when we were going through there, I had enough people come around and ask some more questions about it that I wanted to make sure that you guys were aware that right now they've already started, but right now there is actually a Bible study going on that is specifically going through the book of Daniel. It's being led by Reverend Ron Corcoran, and he would be more than thrilled to have you join it at any time. So if you'd like some information as to how to be a part of that group and learn more about that, contact us here at the church office. We would be more than happy to get you connected with that. Now, if we're looking forward to next week, believe it or not, this next week we are starting Advent. It blows my mind that we're already here to Advent, but here we are, and it's one of my favorite times of the year, and I'm really excited to be going through this period of time of Advent with you in person. Last time around this same year, I announced I was coming, so I kind of feel like at least online I got to join a little bit of Advent with you last year, but this year I'm here, and I'm really looking forward to spending it with you. But as we go into this time of Advent, I think it's really important to take a minute to just talk about what that is and what that means. I mean, we're going to be starting it out this year with a bang. This next Sunday, we're starting with our kids' musical. Now, I know some of you are saying, well, it's still November. How is this still Advent and we're talking Christmas? Well, it is. This week is the first week of Advent, and we thought, what better way to kick us off and to get us into the right mood than to let our kids usher us into this new season of Advent. So you don't want to miss that. Our kids are doing amazing, and that's this Sunday. You'll want to show up for that. It'll be live here at the church, but always, as always, it'll be online as well. But Advent is a special season in the life of the church where we talk a lot about this hopeful anticipation and waiting. Now, it seems odd to think about waiting sometimes when we think about Christmas because, isn't that just celebrating the birth of Jesus, and hasn't that already happened? Well, yes, but Advent is so much more than just celebrating Christmas and connecting that with the birth of Jesus. But Advent is about two different pieces of waiting in our community. The first one is we actually go backwards to remember life before Jesus. And we look back at the Jewish people and this wait that they had for the Messiah that had been promised. And in the midst of all the dark and difficult things that were happening in their life, they had this one hope of a Messiah that was supposed to come and change everything for them. And so as we continue in on our season, we also look back and we remember that period of hopeful anticipation for the Messiah, which for us culminates on this Christmas season, which is where we actually celebrate the coming of Jesus. But Advent doesn't just look backwards, it also takes us current into right now, where you and I are waiting in hopeful anticipation for the Messiah to come back, for Jesus to come back. Just like our brothers and sisters way back when, way before Jesus, were waiting for that blessed day when Jesus would arrive, you and I are waiting for the same thing. And in Advent, we balance both of those. We remember and we celebrate the coming of Jesus, and we hopefully anticipate the coming of Jesus again. But I want to make sure that we're taking the time in this season to remember that it's more than just the one day that we celebrate, but it's an entire season of our lives that we set aside to remember not just the joy of the fulfilled promise in Jesus that night more than 2,000 years ago, but the future fulfillment of the promise that is still yet to come. So I hope you're able to join us these next weeks. It's going to be a wonderful ride to Christmas with a lot of special things planned in the midst. But I hope that more than anything, that we can come together as a family this season and remember and hope and anticipate. So I can't wait to see you on Sunday. Can't wait to see those kids on Sunday. It's going to be a wonderful morning. So looking forward to seeing you then. And I hope that you have a wonderful and blessed day. God bless you today.